We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's what's happening. Economist and former Obama administration Treasury Secretary Larry Summers says that the U.S. unemployment rate must rise before Americans see any relief from inflation. U.S. inflation is sitting at roughly 8.6% year over year, the highest point in 40 years, and shows no signs of slowing down. Summers argues the U.S. must sustain a jobless rate of more than 5% for 5 years if inflation is to drop. We need 5 years of unemployment above 5% to contain inflation. In other words, we need 2 years of 7.5% unemployment or 5 years of 6% unemployment or 1 year of 10% unemployment, Summers said in a London speech, according to Bloomberg. There are numbers that are remarkably discouraging relative to the Fed Reserve view, he added. Kremlin chief spokesman Dmitry Peskov told NBC News that Alex Druky and Andy Tai Nig-hyun, two American veterans reported captured by Russian forces in Ukraine, will be considered soldiers of fortune and therefore not protected as prisoners of war under the Geneva Conventions. He said he couldn't guarantee that the two wouldn't get the death penalty, arguing they participated in shelling and firing at Russian forces and should be held responsible for the crimes they have committed. The State Department called on Moscow and its proxies to live up to their international obligations. Under the Geneva Convention, soldiers captured in wars must be treated humanely and can't be prosecuted for fighting, with an exception made for war crimes. Ukrainian officials warned that Russia is intensifying its attacks ahead of what could be decisive battles for control of eastern Ukraine. Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Maltar said the Kremlin had set a Sunday deadline for Russia's military to take full control of the eastern region. Russian forces now control about 95% of the region. Ukrainian President Zelensky urged Western allies to send military aid quickly. We need your support. We need your weaponry. Weapons that will have better capabilities than the Russian weapons, he said, appearing virtually at a Milan forum arranged by the ISPI geopolitical think tank. This is a matter of life or death, he said. President Biden said he is considering ordering a federal gasoline tax holiday to help motorists struggling with high fuel prices and would decide by the end of the week. The move could save drivers as much as 18.4 cents per gallon. A tax holiday is one of several measures the Biden administration has been looking at to ease rising prices at the pump. Gas prices now average nearly $5 per gallon nationwide, according to AAA. Fuel prices were already rising last year and spiked this spring as Russia's invasion of Ukraine disrupted global supplies. Biden also said aides were meeting with energy company CEOs to discuss the price increases. Former President Obama dismissed the move as a gimmick that will offer no real relief. As the Biden administration says they are exploring all options, one option they are not exploring is repealing the executive orders Biden signed as soon as he got into office, which limited the abilities of the fuel companies to drill. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcast app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Stitcher, Audible, Amazon Music, and wherever you find podcasts. We'll see you next time.